vegan vegetarian edition of Lick My Pot, and today we're going to be doing meatless spaghetti meat sauce with noodles or spaghetti. So we have spaghetti and we have a product by Trader Joe's. I'm going to put two products here for the camera. One is meatless ground beef at Trader Joe's. This I bought at Trader Joe's as well. It's an organic meat sauce, spaghetti sauce. So these are both organic and in this case meat free. Okay. What I end up doing is I got about 4 cups of water and I put it to boil. And when it started boiling, I put a box, I should say, of spaghetti, which is in this case ronzoni, but there are other gluten-free spaghetti on the market. I just happen to use this one a lot because this is the one my local supermarket has. So I add that to the water once it's boiling, and I put a little bit of butter, and I just keep stirring it like with a wooden spoon so that it doesn't clump together. Okay, in the meantime, I got my bottle of spaghetti sauce, and I add it into a pot, and I add a little bit of green seasoning, I add a little bit of minced garlic, minced onion, Italian seasoning, and I just add it to the meat sauce and add about, I would say about a pound of the beefless ground beef, okay? And I just keep stirring it until it's cooked. So now I have the meatless ground beef in spaghetti sauce, organic spaghetti sauce, and I have the gluten-free noodles or spaghetti, and we're going to sample that in a little bit, right? But I want to show you another dish that I made because I like to experiment sometimes too. So I wanted to make my grandson empanadas, which is something that he likes, and I couldn't find the empanada skin that's gluten-free. And remember what we said, that Amir is on a special diet, so we have to really be careful. So what I end up doing is getting the gluten-free. I think you guys saw this product already. Gluten-free by Mission. This product right here, this one is actually for chicken quesadillas. But I decided I'm going to improvise a bit here. Okay. So I'm about to put on my frying pan. Okay. And what I end up doing is add to some olive oil about a 1/4 pound of the same beefless ground beef, okay, to about a 1/2 cup of, I would say about a half, maybe even a quarter to 1/2 cup of mixed vegetables. It depends how much vegetables you want. And so basically this is what we end up with. And so the mixed vegetable, the groundless, about a 1/4 cup, let's say a 1/4 cup if you're somebody who don't like a lot of green vegetables, a 1/4 cup of mixed vegetables with about a 1/4 pound of the groundless ground beef, and you add it to olive oil, and then I add my typical arsenal of seasoning. My arsenal of seasoning is usually green seasoning. I have a little bit of soul food seasoning. I have some minced onion. I have some garlic, and I just let that saute down. And then now I'm going to take that and add it to this empanada. This is not empanada. This is actually chicken quesadilla or quesadilla skins. Okay. This is what I use. I substitute for roti skin. I keep saying roti skin because we've been Sensions, we kind of look at the whole thing as a roti. But this is actually, in the case of roti, the roti is actually the skin, the skin part of it. And then you put the what do you call it, the curry inside of it. But if you target the average Sension, we'll say roti and we might say roti skin. The actual dough, just to correct that, is the roti. So if you remember some time ago I did roti, vegetarian roti, and I had to substitute this for Mia because he can't eat the flour right now that has gluten. So we're going to substitute this one because I couldn't get the empanada skins that was gluten-free. I used the chicken the quesadilla, I keep saying chicken, quesadilla skins. And I'm going to now add this to it. Okay. Now put back some of the vegetables. What I end up doing is this. I try to get it pressed a little bit, but it doesn't have the same texture as, just a little bit, it doesn't have the same texture as the empanada skin. So we just got to play with it here. And then I'm going to add it to this right here. think I have enough here for another one. So I'm going to do that. And let's see. We're going to add this. Add this to the frying pan. Olive oil. I usually cook without olive oil because I love my olive oil. I think it's a healthy oil and I love it. It's an acquired taste, so some people in the beginning have a problem with cooking with it, and after a while you don't even notice. So, as you know, as the queen of pulling something out of the oven, Amir, and let me just say this, I have to really congratulate Amir. He's been doing the camera. And he has been doing the directing. And he's a very good director. He's learning on the camera. So he has been behind this series because he's gone through this experience, and we went on this journey of vegetarian and vegan stuff to support him. And she said, Granny, I want to shoot this. You know, remember Maya was a kid. My grandson, who was earlier this year, was in a wheelchair, couldn't go to school, and he was sick, inflammation all over his body. He couldn't stretch his feet out, couldn't put his foot down. And now he's here behind the camera, up and well. He's on his way, recovering very nicely. And he said, Granny, I want to tape this series. So that's why we've been doing this series. So now, I want to just keep this. Okay. Now, as the queen of pulling things out of the oven, I have some empanadas that I made. And Amir, I want you to come over and I want you to try. I've made this for you before, so you know how it tastes, right? But I just want to have you taste it on camera and really tell the audience, you know, what this truly tastes like. Okay, so we're going to put some spaghetti sauce, meatless ground beef. Okay, and we just went to get a fork there. Now normally we would throw a little bit of the Parmesan on here, but he's not. He's watching his dairy, so let's dig in here. You know, even my son loves this and always say it doesn't taste any different. You cannot believe even the texture of the ground beef. It's just real ground beef, you know? It's real good. This is delicious. And I'm not a big, it's so funny, I'm not a big ground beef eater. I used to be one of those people that I would make it for them, but I wouldn't eat it necessarily. We're not done with your tasting.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, you have to come taste the empanadas. And then I could let you go back to your camera. So I'm going to give you the nicer looking one. Okay? And I'm going to go back over here and check how my frying is going. I am going to
That's pretty good.
okay. Let me taste my empanada and see how it tastes.
Very good.
Very good. All meatless, all vegetarian, vegan. My goodness. This beefless ground beef tastes awesome. So today, we made spaghetti and meat sauce with groundless ground beef, with beefless, oh boy, trust me to mess it up, with beefless ground beef. And we made empanadas, two totally different dishes, but I wanted to just kind of put it together, and give you two dishes in one, okay? I'm gonna lie to you, this is good. This is very good. Remember, This is the cooking mother, the grandmother, not a chef, not a professional, but someone who loves to cook, who's a good cook. I don't worry how it looks on the plate. I just cook. Tastes good, I eat, the kids eat, and I share it with you. Because especially, this network, QF Television, came about as a network that is reflective of people from the Caribbean in the diaspora as well as people at home. And so we can ignore the fact that we have Caribbean American children that love these type of food. America is a blended culture. So empanadas, spaghetti and meat sauce, or we have even the vegetarian meatballs if they don't want the ground beef. They love those things. They grew up with those things, So we can't just cook curry goat and curry chicken and whatever other stuff we could cook in the islands. They want to eat some of the American type food, from this blended culture. And so my approach has always been to tell you guys, not that you don't know some of these foods, but sometimes you got to go out to restaurants and get them if you're a person who cooks strictly Caribbean. I'm introducing you to things that are quick, that are tasty, that are healthy. And that way you come home, you want to watch what your kids are eating. Hold on. Okay. You want to watch what your kids are eating. You want to be able to cook something that cooks quickly. These are the dishes I'm doing. And what I've been doing also is redoing some of the things that we did in meat version, in vegetarian or vegan version. So we didn't do in the regular series spaghetti and ground beef or meat sauce. The kids wanted to eat that today. I said I'm going to make that, but I'm also going to make some empanadas. So we did the empanadas and we have a delicious meal. Kids are happy, I'm happy. You have something you could think about adding to your kids' dinner sometimes, or cook when you're running from work and you're tired and you just have to get something for them to eat. These are some of the little things. And if you have special concerns in terms of your diet, you have autoimmune illnesses, or they have, allergic stuff to dairy and things like that. A lot of these meals take that into consideration. I always say I thank companies like Daya, I thank companies like Morningstar, Trader Joe's, that actually have a lot of these products. You'll be amazed the amount of things. They got just about everything in vegetarian, vegan format. You got an ice cream, you got a pizza, you got just about anything. Really some great progress in those areas. So today I am going to, when I close the series, I'm going to enjoy another plate of my spaghetti and meat sauce. I thank you for joining us in this edition of Lick My Pot, and I hope to see you on another edition. Bye bye.